Hello, Bucs fans. Adam Slivon here. The Bucs have spent the past few years building the team back into a Super Bowl contender. This Tampa Bay looks to bring the treasure of the Lombardi Trophy back around for another boat parade. Which players will be the foundation going forward? In this week's top 10 takeaways, I wanted to look at who the Bucs' best long-term pieces are. Let's get into it. Starting with number one. I'm as pumped up as general manager Jason Licht is in this picture. Regardless of how old the player might be, I went with players who could be the biggest difference makers for the Bucs for the next half a decade and beyond. Number two, I make and drive this point home to not exclude quarterback Baker Mayfield in any way. This list has to start with him, right? Mayfield, who is soon to be 30 years old, is in his prime playing his best ball. Let the man bake. Surrounded by weapons and in a stable environment, he has the chance to be Tampa Bay's signal caller into and potentially for the next decade. Number three, search far and wide into the vastness of the various quarterbacks the team has used to plug holes over the years, and you'll realize none have held for very long. Mayfield has a chance to be different. If he continues to have elite production and re signs on another deal, he will solidify himself as a legend in Tampa Bay while setting all the team's passing records. What a truly remarkable redemption arc it would be for someone once cast aside. And it would make the Browns even more sad than they are now. Number four, left tackle Tristan Wirfs calls everyone a dog, but he's one of the biggest ones on the roster. Wirfs anchors one of the NFL's best offensive lines and is locked up long term. Still just 26 years old, he's on a gold jacket trajectory, folks. Number five, Wirfs provides immense value. He's Mayfield's best friend and one of the best offensive linemen in the league, if you weren't aware. With him on board, it provides security and a guy for others in the locker room to look up to. Not only that, but Mayfield has security, knowing that as long as he's in Tampa Bay, his trusty blindside protector has his back. Number six, remember safety Antoine Winfield Jr., the 2023 All Pro? Yeah, he's still around. And don't discount him either after an injury-plagued season. He remains the most important part of the Bucs defense now and into the future. After getting paid last offseason, expect him to be hungry to make big plays and live up to his contract. Number seven, there was a reason Winfield was made the highest paid defensive back in history at the time of signing. He possessed his elite playmaking ability, football acumen, and personality to remain a top safety. His return shores up the back end and will make life easier for other defensive backs and really players to eat. Number eight, this is where it gets fun and more open for debate. Looking at the next wave of young Bucs, running back Bucky Irving stole the show as a rookie. He's only 22. Say what you will about running backs having long-term success, and there is an argument to be made there. But when I look at Irving and a skill set, he has the ability to be a dynamic do-it-all back into the 2030s. Man, talking about the 2030s is crazy. Number nine, center Graham Barton and right guard Cody Mauk have high potential and will likely continue improving into above average starters. The right tackle Luke Gedeke is the second most established offensive lineman right now. He's next in line to break the piggy bank and is already a top five right tackle. And number 10, circling back to the defense. Defensive tackle Kalijah Cansey and outside linebacker Yaya Diaby deserve mention. They each can develop into double-digit sack producers, but I believe cornerback Zyon McCollum is the next biggest defensive piece. McCollum has improved every year and is oh so close to translating his elite tools into elite production. If he masters his craft and does that, the team will have a top corner for years to come. So, that'll do it for my top 10 takeaways this week, but be sure to check out pewterreport.com for the latest Bucs related news. Amidst all the madness that March brings, you can also find our insight over on our Pewter Report TV YouTube channel. When you're not doing that, our social media is popping. You can find us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report. To see my 10 takeaways and more of my analysis, you can find me on X at Adam Lives On. That's ADAMLIVSON. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on who the Bucs' best long-term building blocks are. Leave your thoughts about my list and if I left anyone out in the comments section below. I'll see you next week for another top 10 takeaways.